Hi, so this is a revision of session 3 and it's a playground for the mind, and I call this total recall, and we've got good old Arnie there from a throwback to the 80s. Now, playground for the mind, the reason why I do this is because for me, memory is a big thing, but you hear a lot about memory tricks and these mega memory things. Do the techniques come in handy for learning language? Kind of, not in the way that you're thinking. Yeah, it's great to be able to remember long strings of things, but the main thing is to be able to start to be able to think colorfully, loudly, and to start to have a framework to at least expand the RAM so you can do things with information. You get an extended life of your short-term memory to put things into your long-term memory. Mindkraft Session 3 Revision, Total Recall, Part A, Building a Playground for the Mind. The following clip is an excerpt of the revision material for Part A of Session 3, the Major Memory Method. This is just one of several memory methods that we cover in this session. To learn these and access all of the content, enroll in Mindkraft Language Brain Builder at mindkraft.me. And then finally, we move on to the major method. I'm just going to go over this quickly. You can look at a lot more resources on this, but to go over the sounds of the major method. 0, s, z, s, z. It's the unvoiced and voiced sibilants. S, z.
1,
T, d, t, d. So a word might be die, do, aid, ate, eat.
2,
N. A word might be no, an. 3. M. So it might be aim, hum. Anything that you can think of with only to represent 3. 4. So the word are could be 3, row, or even here. 5, all, L. So perhaps ale, all, lee, lie. Those would all represent the number 5. 6, ch, j, sh. Any of these frictiony sounds from the palate, ch, j, sh, are 6. So age, G, ash. All of these sounds would represent 6. 7, k. So whether it's actually a C or a K, the k sound represents 7. So ache could be a 7. 8, f, v. So we've got this voiced and unvoiced f, v, labial affricate, so friction from the lips. So the word of, have, fee, fi, fo, those are all f. 8. 9, p, b. So you've got the unvoiced, voiced versions from the lips, p, b. So the word be, bzz, be, would be the number 9. P, like urine, p, p, p. They're 9 as well. So here's just a quick example. I had a phone number in the US back in the 80s. When I was there, my family's phone number, I remembered from way back then, moron Daffy Lamb. So I pictured this moron Daffy Duck, an idiot, rather than driving his car, would be riding everywhere on top of a lamb. Moron Daffy Lamb. So moron, mern, so m-er-n. 3, 4, 2, Daffy, d, f, 1, 8, lamb, 5, 3. Moron Daffy Lamb. 3, 4, 2, 1, 8, 5, 3. So that's how the major system works. I still use it to remember my credit card numbers, date of birth, expiry dates, anything where you need to remember numbers. Some people extend this to remember matrices of thousands of words. Is it useful for learning languages? Perhaps not, unless you're actually learning in lists and then you put them into your long-term memory somehow. But it's good in that it gets you actually being creative, creating loud pictures on the fly, and it gives you really good thought fluency, which will help you build mnemonics and things later on as you are learning languages. So not the major system per se, but the ability to develop mnemonics on the fly, make them colorful, emotional, so that they stick is a key skill. Here are some examples. So 0, hose. So, easy. 1, hat, hate, hot. 2, hen, no, new. 3, home, aim, yummy. 4, arrow, row, hairy. 5, whale, heel, oily. 6, shoe, chew, itchy. 7, cow, hook, gay. 8, hoof, view, heavy. 9, pie, buy, happy. So you can see whether it's nouns, verbs, adjectives, whatever, you can make different ones to make different sentences, different pictures up. Notice that W and H are not assigned, so you can assign those or use them in the words and they won't affect the actual number of that word. So see if you can do it. Here's a number. See if you can devise a mnemonic to remember it. 0, 3, 3, 6, 1, 4, 6, 2, 5, 0, 3, 5. Look at that. They're aligned with the animals of the months of the year. What could those numbers be? See if you can find out. There's actually meaning to those numbers and they can help you with another brain skill, but we'll get back to that later. We looked at the Roman room. So this is just somebody's depiction of a Roman room, similar to what we did with One Run, imagining the mouse and things. We're building a framework for us to remember. So a room at your home is something that you know like the back of your hand. And so what you do is you picture that room, you picture each corner, maybe key things, so maybe ornaments or things that are always there. And the things that you remember, rather than one run, if it was that framework, you'd place the thing you want to remember on, say, Jerry's head, or Nyo on the ox's head, because now you have that framework. If it was the room, you would put things in that corner of the room that you want to remember. So if I wanted to remember a Mercedes-Benz as number 1, I would remember that corner of the room and put the Mercedes-Benz in there. And then when I'm going to memorize it, I just close my eyes, I walk into the room, bang, I see a Mercedes-Benz sitting in there. It's much easier to recall because we've hooked it into something that we know. So this could be called the Roman room, the memory palace, the mind theater, what it is. It's building a playground in your mind, hence the name of this module. And it makes things easier to recall because it's attaching it emotionally and visually to what you already have inside of you.